Hello! I'm back, and this time I've made some actual real progress. I've basically finished up this whole dungeon area right here. It's the first like real proper dungeon that I've got, and I'm feeling pretty happy with it, at least for now. It basically has these branching pathways, which you have to like fulfill all three paths before you can progress, because you have to collect snails. Yeah. Other than that, like, there hasn't been too much change. Just a lot of progress with just, designing and adding rooms and all that. And, I've sort of gotten used to the sort of combat system that I've got going now. Well, I say that, but I'm still a bit crap at it. The thing is, it's starting to feel a little simple. Just like attacking the enemy and blocking the shots, and that's it. And that's why I'm thinking of sort of overhauling the combat system again this coming month. Is one of the snails. I'm gonna add dialogue here eventually. The snails will like say funny things, I'm sure. Oh, and here's a new enemy right here, the hanging salamander of the sewers. And we'll show him off by targeting the cat goblin first. Ah, I really need to tweak the salamander's attack, because right now it like freezes in place and it misaligns with the box that it attacks and it fakes you out. And it's kind of not fair. But, I'm gonna have time to, like, adjust these things. At some point, I'm gonna do some sort of playthrough where I just, like, write down every single little issue of the game, just playtesting everything. And I'll just have this big list of things which I need to fix, basically. But, yeah, as I was saying before... yeah, and each time you get a snail, it'll be like, oh, you have this many snails. And then the machine launches you up there when you get all the snails. But as I was saying, the combat is feeling a bit, a bit repetitive, a bit simple. And that's why I'm thinking of, like, adding more, like, RPG mechanics in a way. Experience, leveling up, actual stats, equipment, items and such. The whole shebang, basically. Because originally I was just thinking this would be like, partially like an RPG and partially a platform or whatever, but like, at the moment it's just feeling like some sort of adventure game with like a half RPG style, like turn-based combat, which just isn't really feeling as satisfying as it could. Especially because the scale of the game is starting to really pan out. What I mean by that is that, like, as this sort of gameplay shapes up, I'm starting to feel like I'm actually playing a video game, which is good. Because before it was just like, a program or something. But now that it's starting to feel like an actual game, I'm thinking I should maybe take it a bit more seriously and really, like, flesh out the whole sort of experience. Especially because it's probably the only video game I'm ever going to make. Let's hope the salamanders are nicer this time. There we go. See? That was bull. That was all bull. It was bull. Alright, this one should be a little bit easier. I don't even understand how it seems to work. Alright. Just gotta finish you off, and then I haven't even really commented on the fact that, like, I added water that you can swim in. Because I've added so much stuff in the past few days just to, like, try and make in time for this update thing. That, you know, it's all been a little bit hectic, but I'm liking how it's coming along overall. You can just ignore them is the other thing. That's one of the other reasons why I want to add, like, experience and gold stuff like you have in most RPGs, because then you have an actual reason to fight the enemies and not just ignore them. But yeah, we should probably go back and heal before going down the third path to get the last snail. That's another thing, because if I add in items, then like I can add in healing items, which might make the game a little bit easier. Oh dear. Oh, I fell down. Looks like I'm gonna have to take this seriously and try and beat this next fight. We're focusing everything on the long boy. I call him the long boy for some reason. All of these enemies don't really have consistent official names. I'm just kind of like casual about it. It's like a dream, you know, it's set in a dream, so, you know, you don't always know quite what you're dealing with. Oh! Oh, this is gonna get tight. I'm focusing a bit. Right, one left. You can tell which one they're going to hit by the color of the sparkle. I should probably work on that sparkle graphic though. Alright, well that went better than expected. Now we can go back to where we came from, which is the save point. Come on, let me through all four of you. Alright, then I can bust some bugs. I'll just take them all out. Alright, okay. I did it that time. Alright, one more. Great. Great! Oh, glorious healing. Data Rune. Data Rune Chapter 5. The launch is a little bit much, I know. But that brings us to the first boss battle of the game. There's a cutscene that's supposed to play there, but it didn't because of a small error I made where... look, there's little things which I need to fix here and there, which I need to attend to. But, you know, it's late at night, and it's the end of the month, or the start of the month, or whatever, so... Look, check this out. Yeah, here we go. So, he has these claws, right, which function as separate enemies, because I love bosses in RPGs with separate parts to attack, you know, that's cool. Whoa. You gotta be on your toes. You can do a lot of damage to you very quickly. Yep. Alright, oh yeah, I need to add more targeting logic so that you can attack different things with different characters. Alright. Just got him down to the body now. Can't do much when he doesn't have his claws. Just summon these circling balls. It is pretty tricky to react to them. Maybe it's a bit too hard for a first boss, but like, I don't know. This is another thing which I added like minutes ago. there's now little talking sounds, which are customized for each character. Uh, I mean, what else is there to say? It's important for personality and vibes, you know? Alright. I'm glad that the flamingos were there, because I was expecting them to not be there, knowing how crappy the coding can be on my part. But, you know. Now there's a little cutscene which it took a while to make the art piece of this one, and it isn't even very good. But it's kind of just an exposition cutscene. There's a bit of humor in it, sure. You can, like, pause if you want to read it. The music here is just reused from the introduction. I'm probably gonna write another piece of music to be used here. So just treat this as like a placeholder track. So, what's the deal with airline food? I am pretty glad with how things have come along overall. I know I've probably said that once or twice already. But, look, it's late at night. I can't think of too much to say. Now, there's one more cutscene to show off in the town. And it's this great big floating trumpet machine, which should be animated, but right now it's just a still sprite. It should be oscillating between 2 frames, but right now it's not. Man, this is what happens when I cram all the work into like the last few days of the month after getting distracted with life. But either way. Tom talks as if he's already seen one, and that's because I'm planning on adding one of these floating scrolls earlier in the chapter, which Tom sees. And I think the dialogue is a bit too big for the box. It's mouse code. I mean, I should probably slow down the text speed of that one message so that it actually matches up with how long the message takes for the trumpets to play. Meow. I'm gonna be having like unique portraits and unique talking sounds for every single NPC in the game, no matter how minor they are. All of these characters have extra dialogue here. I'm tempted to show them off, but I'm also getting sleepy. So the last thing I'm going to show off is something a little different. If you go up here, you can go out the mouth of a flamingo. I have not added collision yet. But when I do add collision, you'll go out the mouth of a flamingo tower, and you'll jump onto a platform being carried by 2 flamingos, and that'll take you into the sky level, basically. But before all of that, I want to do, like, you know, adding the extra mechanics of, like, items and, like, mana points and leveling up and experience and gold and a shop, maybe. That's a lot, and I need to, like, juggle adding that stuff with working on my dissertation for university. But, I mean, like, I feel like I've got a great foundation sort of going on here, and not to pat myself on the back, but I'm just feeling pretty chipper about it all. So thanks for listening.